the number one strategy. And this one is the Root Rider with the Royal Champion charge from a content creator called Ace, who has used this last season and only had 3 fails over the entire season.
Here we have a 104 triple streak in Legends. I didn't even get a global 1000 finish despite only failing 3 attacks. As it is a longer season, I'm going to be taking a bit of a rest season. Ladies and mostly gentlemen, we are back using the best Root Rider army in the game. In case you guys didn't know, last season I failed only 3 attacks solely using this army, but despite all of the hard work, we didn't even get a global 1000 finish. So I took a bit of a break from competitive pushing in Legends League, but today we are back. Daily uploads of Legends hits with this army, with some exceptions, but I'm going to try and get less than 3 fails with the remainder of the extended September Legends season. So smash the like button if you're excited, and also smash the like button because that intro took me so long to record. But without further ado, let's get into the first attack of the day. Alright, let's find out just how rusty I am with this army. I have switched back to my Palladian Champion, Royal Champion skin because, you know what I mean, it just gives you additional aura points, but this base does look pretty straightforward. The question is, what exactly do I want to do? I'm going to go into this bomb tower mortar here. Let me tell you guys, I am feeling the pressure not to mess up on the first day back. Imagine that. I didn't even feel pressure like on the 100 war wins, or the 100 triple streak, the 60 triple streak, but today I actually am feeling the pressure to go perfect for you guys. Because otherwise, you know, I don't want to be washed or something with this army or anything. Right, okay, cool. Let's not worry about that at the moment. Let's worry about tripling. And, okay, let's recall. Whoa, okay, lots of traps there. Go for the Town Hall entry, although it's going to be a little bit weird. Maybe we won't be able to do the Town Hall entry. I'm going to start, like, the King and stuff nice and early because, well, there is a pretty significant amount of trash buildings that we need to get through fairly quickly, so hopefully my king can do that. We'll find out in just a moment here. Yes, well done, king. So now we're going to go inward, which is great news. I'm going to go with my first overgrowth here, make sure that the Root Riders are kind of going through the base like this. Let's also make sure we're not dying. No, we're good at the moment. King is in a bit of trouble, but there's not really a lot I can do to help him at the minute. I could give him a Skelly spell or something. I think at this point, I'm going to pop the ward ability as we move into this fire spitter compartment. And let's pop the king ability, otherwise I think he's going to die here. And we'll break him into this section. Oh, okay, yeah, we're getting a little bit of an unfortunate split there with the RC going off to one side. And I can tell I'm definitely a little bit rusty. I feel like normally I would be on the ball with that second overgrowth there, and I would be a couple seconds late. But as you can see, first attack back. I just highly doubt that this one's going to be able to get stopped. Get some cleanup troops in now, or pop, you know what, let's try and swag the RC ability, right? It should be fairly easy. So yeah, first attack back. It does feel good to be back, I'm not going to lie. I have been having some trouble with some other armies, obviously, in the testing out YouTuber army series, but there we go. First attack, swagged RC ability, probably could have swagged the Queen ability as well. So very happy with that one. Let's get into the next attack of the day. Okay, second attack. We have seen this base before. Now, normally I recommend the Town Hall entry on this style of base, but note that the Town Hall entry here will be ridiculously hard to get to the Town Hall because of the amount of damage that is in the Rage Tower. So actually on this base, I do not go for the Town Hall entry. Instead, I actually go and try and get the Monolith down, which can be a bit of a task. Normally there is some baits, traps, whatever. We're going to try our best here. Go with the Invis spell like this, and then, yes, perfectly. No Teslas. Sometimes she would go in. I feel like they used to have, like, Infernos there, but maybe this guy's moved it so that my RC isn't going to go into the base. We've got the Mono down, which is the main important key thing that I wanted to get down from the Spirit Walk. So now we're just kind of getting extras. So I'm probably just going to keep with the Spirit Walk going until we do find a significant amount of traps, shall we say. Let's go for our next Invis spell, and I'm gonna maybe predict there's some giant bombs around here. And I don't think I'm going to be able to get the ricochet cannon down, so I'm just going to recall now. No need to risk losing the fox or, you know, something of that description. And let's get this king started nice and early with the ice golem as well. And the RC in. Let's go for let's go for our first headhunter. And let's go for an overgrowth like this. Hopefully my Root Riders and my RC will take a turn in. A couple of them anyways. Yeah, that's perfect. Now we're going to go with a poison spell and the healing tome and the overgrowth spell now. So yeah, these overgrowths are a little bit weird. It's obviously not what I would traditionally do, but it is the best thing to do on this base. Just from experience, really. As you can see, we're going to make pretty quick work of the rest of this base now, or hopefully we should anyways. I think my RC is actually getting targeted by the minion prince, so I got a little bit worried there, but we are good. We are good in the hood. Queen is in a great position to kind of turn in and take down the rest of the base for me. RC is barely staying alive, and as you can see, although this one did get a little bit closer, we probably could have swagged the queen ability. King is healthy, Warden is healthy, the RC is hanging on by a thread, but nonetheless, pretty happy with this one. You know, still, you know, remembering all of my tricks from when I was obviously using this army last season. And so far, so good. No heroes dead. I'd say that's pretty crushed. Let's get into the next attack. Okay, next base. This one looks fairly easy, quite under-leveled. And I think I do remember what I did for this base. I think I went into this corner section. She kind of went either way. It didn't really matter. I think she went to the rage tower most times. And yeah, we're going to be able to get a nice chunk of this rage tower down. I think my fox is going to be in a bit of trouble there, stepping over that wall. So I'm just going to go for the double cycle here. I see no reason to risk losing my fox, risk losing that barrier of safety for later in the attack. So I'm just going to go with a double cycle through the entire rage tower. We've got a ton of great damage here. And yeah, looking good. So I'm going to cut off the funnel for the Root Riders. And luckily this guy's Crusher Mortar is very under-leveled, so I shouldn't have any trouble here. Going to go with our double Ice Golem. I was hoping the Minion Prince might come and, you know, get involved. But there he is. He's getting involved now. A little bit late, though. He's going to get a couple shots off on my stuff. Do need to keep an eye on that Crusher Mortar. Not sure what level damage it's doing or any of that stuff. And I'm going to go with my Overgrowth like this. And looks like we have rocket balloons, so I'm going to poison these rocket balloons before they do a ridiculous amount of damage within the space of 5 seconds. I'm actually going to try and wall break my queen in. Okay, they didn't quite work as I wanted it to. The king has also decided to take a turn into the base, which is quite an interesting play from him. But look, I'm all for it. Pop the RC ability because I think that overgrowth should be wearing off any second now. Now let's go with our second overgrowth over the monolith there. And as you can see, Town Hall is targeted by my Warden. Warden is not healing up the Root Riders though, which is definitely not useful. There we go. Thank you, Warden. Let's keep an eye out for any corner Tesla. If not, I think I will just put my rest of my Super Barbs in this area. And as you can see, this one is completely and utterly smashed. I mean, look at how much stuff I have alive. This army has not got any worse, even though I haven't used it over the last... how long? I don't know, like 20 days, maybe? 2 weeks or so. It hasn't got any worse. You guys need to try this army 100%. And I hope you guys are going to watch these videos because I am going to try and explain my thought process in detail. Better than what I was doing last season. It is tricky. I'm always learning. But nonetheless, pretty crushed here. Hope my approach wasn't too difficult to understand. But let's get into the next attack of the day. Okay, next base. Man, am I hyped to get right into these attacks. Okay, let's go. So, another base which is not looking too scary, mostly because the Flame Spinner. But let's not underestimate anything. I don't think I want to go for a Town Hall entry again because the Town Hall is going to be quite hard to reach. So, I think I want to try and get the Scatter Shot down with the RC charge and then kind of just go either side of the RC charge. We'll see what happens here. It may actually work out that the Town Hall entry is better, depending on where my RC is going to go. Okay, so you guys get lured there by the Tesla, which I assume the defender there was expecting the scatter shot entry. And let's just hope this area over here isn't too baited. I think I can continue with my single cycle RC charge here because there isn't actually a whole lot of damage in the area. Oh my god, I think it's about to absolutely chuck it down. That is a saying in English for it's about to rain really hard. Anyways, ricochet cannon. Oh my word, it is about okay. Now ricochet cannon is going to go down here. Let's keep this bomb tower up, I was going to say, until the RC took it down. So let's go with the Root Riders now into the rest of the base. Make sure my Sneezy is staying safe from the air defense there, because we do not want that to be locking onto our stuff. So let's go for our first overgrowth like this. I think I should be able to take out the other fire spitter so that it's not going to be annoying later into the attack. Right now it's hitting my healers, which is probably the best thing for the defender that could have happened, but overall we're still looking pretty good. Getting a bit of a split now from my heroes and my Root Riders, and my Fox is also right in range of that fire spitter. I apologise for the motion sickness from my camera at the moment. I don't know why I do that. It's kind of just like natural, I guess. But let's go for our second overgrowth, something like this. We need to be very careful because there is a ton of damage coming from this fire spitter. So I'm just going to freeze, send in both my headhunters, and I actually missed the fire spitter, so it looks like my warden is going to go down, unfortunately. But with the King and Queen ability, it's still intact. I think we are looking good. Our warden is, warden just decided to walk into some giant bombs there because, that's the warden. He's a little bit thick, isn't he? But bless him, I think we have got this regardless. And yeah, it is really starting to rain outside. Anyways, we're not worried about the weather. We are worried about absolutely smashing bases in Legends, and so far, so good. All of the heroes would have been alive if the warden wasn't, a bit dear, bit old, and he was, a little bit slow these days. But nonetheless, let's get into the next attack. I think it's actually a hailstorm outside, so I'm gonna I shut my window. Hopefully you guys can't hear the rain or anything. And actually, hidden rain. No way. That's a bit of a coincidence. Anyways, let's see for this base. It does look quite scary, I must admit. This base does look scary. But I think I may just go into this Giga Bomb and just kind of tank the damage. I think that Giga Bomb's level 1. So in theory, it shouldn't be too big of damage on my Royal Champion. I honestly don't know the difference between a level 3 and a level 1 Giga Bomb. But that's what I'm going to do for this one. Unfortunately, the Scatter Shot and the Ricochet Cannon have got hits off on my Fox. I think my Fox can maybe hang back. No, okay, the Fox is going to... is not going to be useful, shall we say. But we are looking pretty good at the moment. I am just a little bit worried about the Poison Tower. And I'm not going to be able to get that Multi Inferno. Oh, no, I'm going to risk it. Okay, cool. Okay, let's see. So... let's go into the mono again, I think. I feel like the town entry could be good, but it's a little bit awkward. And it's not direct into the town hall, which could definitely cause some issues. So, my healers. What are my healers doing? Imagine if there was like loads of red air bombs there or something. That would be the ultimate rage bait from the healers. Anyways, let's push all of our stuff inward. I'm going to go with the first overgrowth spell like this. I need to be careful here because we have got the ice columns coming out, although they're not even the max level ice columns. I'm very scared. I think I'm going to put my warden ability, just be safe. Queen is being an idiot. So we're going to let her in and we'll put her ability because otherwise I think she's going to die. We'll go with the 2 headhunters into the base at this point and let's remain calm. King is going to get stuck on the Royal Champion, unfortunately, yes. And okay, I've got to get my second overgrowth off. Let's get it on the town hall, I think, because otherwise I think it's going to do quite a significant amount of damage. And then we can always skelly spell this single target Inferno, which should hopefully distract some of the defenses and the heroes for me there. And overall, this one is looking great. RC is not in a great spot. She has sandwiched herself right in between an Expo and a multi-arch tower, but there's just no way this one is not going to triple. Let's keep that RC alive. And yeah, this one is obviously a 3-star. No problems here, although I was a little bit worried about this base. I think it could have given me some troubles. Maybe if the Crusher Mortar was in place of the Fire Spinner. But nonetheless, Nice 3-star. Let's get into the third to last attack of the day. Okay, next attack, we have ourselves a toxic ring hook base. So, what am I going to do for this one? That is a great question that you might be asking yourself. And honestly, I don't really know. I've got a feeling that this Giga Bomb is bait. So, I'm kind of feeling risky. And I want to kind of go for this Rage Tower. On the basis that I probably expect the bombs to all be behind the Fire Spitters. But let's see if I'm right. I think he's just doing some mind games there. You know, normally, the Giga Bomb's on this side. Oh, he's going to have loads of Giant Bombs on the other side. But I think he's playing a smart game with me here, and I'm going to beat him we're playing 4D chess right now. You think this is Clash of Clans, but no. This is a chess game, and as you can see, I've won. I've checkmated his king right now, and we're looking good. I'm going to go with a double cycle. I didn't want that raged up queen to get some, like, stupid hit off on my fox or something. You know, it only takes, like, 5 seconds, or, like, a millisecond or whatever of, like, uninvisibility. Oh, I messed up the invis. Okay, let's recall now. And let's go into the top side like this. Let's go for our first one like that. Make sure we can lure that CC out, hopefully. Tons of archers, which is weird. What's the CC? Is it... Oh, I don't even know. Interesting. Very interesting CC. It's triple ice column. Okay, no problem. No problem. Okay, let's go with our first overgrowth. Make sure the hook tower isn't going to be an issue for me. And, okay, the king is getting completely cooked. So I'm going to... Oh, my king is dead. Okay, a little bit early, maybe, on the king or something. I don't know. I think that crusher... No, what's it called? The, merged cannon. Oh, man, there's so many names, and they're all so complicated. It used to be, like, the mortar, the cannon. Now it's, like, the merged crusher, destroyer, the merged this, and... Like, man, I can't keep up. Okay. I just can't seem to get those names in my head. Okay, let's make sure this queen is not going to get stuck on some wall or some crazy stuff like that. And let's actually pop the RC ability now in hopes that she can hopefully grab that hook tower for me. Otherwise, I'm going to be in a bit of trouble. Warden is looking to get taken down by the hook tower at the moment. Not sure what his plan is there. Actually, you know what we can do? So we can send in some super barbs. And yeah, actually, no, we are going to get that down fairly easily. Let's go for the rest of the troops. And although this one is actually really close, surprisingly. Yeah, how did this get so close? I feel like my Spirit Walk's really clean. But it feels like my Root Riders are all dead, right? I mean, wow, okay, that's interesting. What went wrong there? I don't even know. What did go wrong there? My king was definitely really late, right? But apart from that, I'm not 100% sure. I'm a bit disappointed with this attack. It's only the queen and the warden alive, which to my standards is bad, but... We did beat this guy in this game of chess. Let's get into the next attack of the day. Oh, that's all good. Okay, what the hell? What on earth? How did this guy get this high in trophies anyways with this base? Christ, you know what? This one might actually give me some trouble because it's really compact. Which is definitely the weakness of this strategy because the healers can get overwhelmed with all this like compact damage. So I'm not going to say anything just yet. This base actually might be OP against my strategy, but we'll find out. We'll find out shortly. This is probably not a great spot to start the Spirit Walk because I messed up the invis spell. Oh no. Okay, RC hasn't gone like all crazy and stuff like she normally would if I messed up my invis spell, so that's good. I think we're going to go for the Town Hall entry because that invis tower just triggered. I don't really want to have to worry about it twice, if that makes sense. So we'll try and do that, although it's going to be a tricky start, let me tell you now. Okay, we need to be quick here. Let's go for a double head hunter there. Oh, my Sneezy just got sniped by some random... Oh, you know what? I'm going to have to overgrowth this. Oh, no. Oh, that's going to be tricky. It just sniped my Diggy as well. Okay. Oh... There goes a Valk. Don't snipe my Warden, Mr. Hook Tower, and I will have no problems with you. Yes, good. Okay. Don't know why my king is punching a wall instead of, you know, trying to be useful, but each to their own, I suppose. Let's go with the 2 witches now, and we'll put the Warden ability now, and we'll go for the next thing. I'm quite scared of lots of damage in this area, so we'll pop the king ability, and he's still punching a wall. Bless him. He's a little bit slow as well. He's a bit of a hunk of meat, isn't he? He don't really have any brains behind that skull, behind that big ass forehead. Anyways, looking pretty good so far. Let's go for a Skelly spell here. Why? Honestly, don't know. I think I just want to distract the hook tower when it does inevitably reactivate. But this one is looking like a 3-star, unfortunately, for Mr. Pijus Magnificus. Ice Golem just triggered and it just froze the whole core, which is quite funny. I don't know how that happened, but as you can see, this one is going to be a 3-star. And yeah, I mean, I was a bit confused about this base, but it did end up to not be very good. But definitely the compact damage can be quite tricky with these bases. If you're struggling on the rage bases or especially invis bases, I wouldn't worry too much. But let's get into the final attack of this Legends Day. Alright, last attack of the day. Let's finish out perfect as planned. This base right here does look a little tricky. It's quite compact. Nice big rage towers, which are going to be quite annoying, and pretty limited Spirit Walk options. But I think I'm going to have to go into one of these rage towers. I don't really have any other great choices. The town was kind of covering this top area. The Giga Bomb Crusher Mortar's kind of covering that area there. So just kind of taking a gamble here. You know, normally I'm just kind of winging it, to be honest, in my hits. I normally just go for a Spirit Walk that looks decent. I kind of go from there, depending on, you know, what Spirit Walk value she's going to get. So it is really all about, you know, muscle memory, actually learning this strategy. You can't just copy my attacks, unfortunately. Well, you could, but until you find a base that you haven't seen in one of my videos before, you're going to get cooked by it. Anyways, my Royal Champion... Why am I speaking like this? My Royal Champion is being a complete and utter dumbass right now. Okay. Oh, boy. Okay, I think I lost the fox there, which is a bit unfortunate. Could we lure it? Yeah, we could actually lure that over there. Okay, let's do that. Now it needs to be cautious of time, because we have spent slightly longer on the whole Spirit Walk setup thing. And actually, I think I just messed up, right? Because I think the headhunters are coming back. Oh, no, they're not. Good. Let's keep that distracted. And, okay, yep. Multitasking. Queen, how did you get there? I don't even know. How did the Queen get there? Did you guys see that? I certainly didn't. Okay, let's keep these Ice Golems distracted and actually poison them. Multitasking. I'm doing a good job at the moment. Let's go with the Skelly Tail here. Let's do this. Let's honestly just make sure the RC isn't going to run into that Minion Prince and die instantly. Let's go with the Ward ability. Panicking a little bit. No, we're good. I think I'm just going to overgo with the Crusher Mortar as we move on to this final section of the base here, because otherwise it's going to be quite the annoyance, and I think we'll just deal with it. We should be directly on top of the tower when the overgrowth does wear off, but we'll find out in a moment. We'll pop the King ability now to get through most of this trash buildings. What is wrong with my English, this attack? Anyways, we have got the triple, we have got the perfect day. There's just no way that one Crusher Mortar and the King and stuff are going to take me down. Let's go with the 2 Headhunters onto that King. Okay, the King has actually... He's going to start my Warden. Can you believe it? Okay, the Warden does live. RC may go down. Nah, she's good. So there we go. Nice, perfect day. Very happy with that day. But let's get into the recap for today's video. So there we go. All of our attacks for the day are done. We were able to get the plus 320, which is great. Obviously, yesterday we were using Lalo. But let's move on from that. First day, first perfect day. And yeah, we are looking good. So that is all I do have for you guys in today's video. I hope you did enjoy this video as much as I did. I'm very excited to be making a return to this Root Rider army. So like up for some hype. Give me them hype points or whatever they're called. Anyways, see you guys later for a new video. But until then, goodbye.